Israelites still in the matrix.
Shalom, shalom. Hope everybody had a blessed week so far. Good to be back on another Shabbat. We're in the Feast of Dedication too. Big up to you brothers and sisters that are tuning in, that are showing up, understanding today's class. We want to deal with the state of the mind of the peoples. The state of the mind of the peoples are still in bondage. You see a lot of Israel with fringes on, but their mind's still in bondage.
Right.
They haven't came out of that docile state and understand we under emergency order right now. Because there's a lot of things that's happening in this world. A lot of people ain't considering how much food increases it are. Some you can go in there and get one grocery sack, it's gonna cost you $90.
That's right. That's right.
Some of y'all are not considering the gas prices. But the hard thing is, even though you're seeing all these things, you ain't making no adjustments. You going about your daily life like Walmart's eventually ain't gonna shut down.
That's right.
And this is why we are in the preparation for the kingdom. Let's start out with Psalm 63 and 1. Psalm 63 and 1.
Psalm 63 verse 1. Oh God, thou art my God.
See, now, and if you really truly following the power, you'll be praying. You'll be doing else you see the leadership doing. You will be following in Christ's footsteps because we're following Christ.
That's right.
Everything we're doing it to the best of our abilities. And a lot of times people want to put that extra yoke on us because they see something that they think that we shouldn't be doing or something that they think we should be doing.
Right.
But we can all sit down and have a conversation about what's righteous and what's not righteous. Read on out.
Early will I seek thee.
See, a lot of you don't seek it, man. A lot of you not trying to change the things in your life, the curses that are holding you back.
That's right.
You know, the things that is in your house, changing things, man. Are y'all truly making changes?
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Because what I see is, I see sick brothers and sisters that pretending, man, they really ain't considering the judgment for being in sin. And when you don't see your brothers and sisters no more, they ain't sin. Believe me, 100% they ain't sin.
That's right.
It's nobody gonna leave something that is good, man. You have to be someone still in darkness. But right. Read.
My soul thirsted for thee.
See, a lot of your souls don't thirst for Christ.
Bring it out.
And the ones that's dry, them the ones have no knowledge of God. That's why they speak ill will of God's prophets, God's messengers. God, they speak ill of what God is doing for us.
That's right.
Because they don't have the knowledge that if they was reading their Bibles, the only way we're going to come close is y'all read your Bible.
Right.
We can't come close to people that don't read.
That's right.
It's just like someone been to college and got a bachelor's and he's still trying to have a conversation with somebody that's went to beer school and got a Budweiser.
Bring it out.
That's the way it's going to be. The conversation is not going to be good.
That's right.
So remember that. Read on up.
My flesh longeth for thee in a dry and thirsty land where no water is.
Where no understanding, no knowledge of Christ is. And this is the thing that what we try to do, man. We try to call our people, man. We love our people. You know, when leadership gonna have that love for you, man. They're gonna call you. You know, sometimes they might get on your nerve, but say, man, answer the phone.
That's right.
Because we're here to do a job.
That's right. Right.
We counselors, we doctors, we everything.
That's right.
We got many hats, man. But a lot of people don't consider that, man. They look at leadership, man. They don't let me ask you something. You was in your parents' house. You did the same thing, complaining about mom and daddy. Daddy didn't let you do nothing.
That's right.
I swear, my daddy, man.
That's right.
I'd be on did something. I'd be like, how did he know where to go look at?
That's right.
You thinking you don't hear something, man? It come right. That's how it is, man. When somebody love you, they always gonna correct you.
That's right.
Because after a while, what happened? The son or daughter they grow up. And you want somebody that you sending out there in their world, somebody that's got a mind to sustain, man. Because look at all peoples out there, man. They falling off like flies.
That's right. Bring it out.
Sirach 51 and 23. They falling off like flies, man. And the thing is, there's no love out there for them, man.
That's right.
No, man, nobody cares nothing about you out there, man.
Right.
You know, in the time that I'm going to tell you something. Somebody that hates you, don't want you to see you grow. They'll call you with garbage.
That's right.
How many times have you got a call from somebody that's keeping the commandments about garbage?
Bring it out.
See? Read,
Sirach, chapter 51, verse 23. Draw near unto me.
See, the thing is, how can you draw near to Christ if you don't like to read?
Bring it out.
That's what's going to draw you near to us.
That's right.
That's how we become one body, one nation.
That's right.
We got many brothers and sisters out around the world watching today.
Right.
But that's how we become one nation. We have to read one book.
That's right.
Read.
Ye unlearn.
What?
Ye unlearn.
So they unlearning all the ways of life. They unlearn.
That's right.
But the thing is, and we trying to learn them, they fight and they go against what God wants them to do. Then who they serving? They self or the enemy?
Right.
Read.
And dwell in the house of learning.
He say what?
And dwell in the house of learning.
What Bible are they reading out
Bring
there,
it
man?
Bring it out.
That's why you see them stuck in the matrix, man. They still seeing the lady in the red dress.
That's right.
They still being distracted about the smallest things, man.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Bro, you got to focus now.
Right.
You've been called. It's time for you to stand up. I hope people don't want to stand up, man. They want to fall back, man. They don't want to do what's right. And it starts at home. And this is home to us.
That's right.
This is a place where we can come meet, man, enjoy each other, man, smile, grin, have fun.
That's right.
But then you got the ones that's unlearned, want to always cause confusion.
That's right.
That's why Christ have to put that golden glove on, man.
Right.
See, it don't be us punishing them, it be Christ punishing them, man.
Right.
Because they don't want to come in and apply themselves. Read,
Wherefore are ye slow?
Hold up, when they deal with this world, deal with garbage, are you slow? Christ say, are you slow, man? Because you're talking to somebody that's on the other end that's slow. But see, they don't consider that because they don't read their Bible.
That's right.
You read this Bible, man, you with your whole spirit would change.
That's right.
Your whole ways, the way you walk would change. The way you think would change. But if you don't read, you're going to be still in the matrix.
That's right.
Read.
And what say ye of these things? Seeing your souls are very thirsty.
Very thirsty, man. They follow anything.
Bring it out.
They follow anything, man. They look for the things that doesn't require them to do anything. That's how you got Kemet. That's how you got Islam.
Bring it out.
That's how you got all these other denominations, man. They don't require you to do nothing, but Christ wants you to keep these commandments and read. And build your mind up. Read.
I opened my mouth and said, buy her for yourselves without money.
He said, come, all you got to do is read. It don't cost you nothing.
That's right.
It don't cost you nothing.
That's right.
It don't cost you nothing, man. It's going to cost you your soul, though.
That's right.
That's what it's going to cost you because you just don't think, man. This is a thinking man game.
That's right.
You got to be thinking when you clock in for that job, man. Man, I got to come in here and deal with this mess.
Bring it out.
Be thinking when you clock out. That's the most time you happy of that day when you clock out.
That's right.
I'm out of here. Skedaddles, man. You know, that's how you feel. But when you come into the house of the Lord, man, you're supposed to be reading. That's what brings you close to everybody.
Right.
It pulls you out of that world, man. That world is death. Some of y'all, I told y'all, it's coming. It's coming to your family soon. It already hit some of our families, man.
That's right.
You see a lot of them, they don't drop dead right out of here, man.
Bring it out.
But, you know, those be the ones that don't like to read, man. They want to cause confusion. They want to stir up mess. But they don't want to take what Christ give them, man, and follow. Read.
Put your neck under the yoke.
He say, put your neck under Christ. Read.
And let your soul receive instruction.
Hold up, they don't want to receive instruction, man. That's what's wrong with all people. How you gonna receive instruction from somebody that don't want to take instructions?
Bring it out.
That's madness, ain't it? Somebody that don't want to take instructions always giving instructions.
Bring it out.
That's that matrix, man. That's that red dress. You distracted easily. Read.
She is hard at hand to bind.
Read on up.
Behold, with your eyes, how that I have but little labor, and have gotten unto me much rest.
When you understand, when you follow in Christ, man, everything that you desire will come, and it'll come with rest. You're not gonna find that, man, dealing with these peoples in the world, man. They got temporary happiness, man.
That's right.
Bring it out.
They got temporary happiness, man. If that's what you want, then you choose that death.
Right.
I want immortal, man.
That's right.
I want it all. I want the kingdom, man. We've been on the bottom so long, and we choose to go out on the bottom, man.
That's right.
I don't care if you got a 3-bedroom shack, you on the bottom because you got to pay bills.
That's right.
A car note, man. That call it a car hustle, man.
Get out.
That's right.
I just don't get our people, man. They simple. They want this world. Give me Hosea 4:1.
Bring it out.
They don't want Christ, man. Christ said he gonna make it easy on us, man. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm starting to see it, man.
Bring it out.
I'm starting to see it. And when it happened, a lot of the ones that was running their mouth,
That's right.
gonna be the same ones back in here running their mouth.
That's right.
Read that up.
Hosea chapter 4 verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, no mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land.
There's no knowledge of God in the nation, man. You see a lot of Israelites, man. I ran into one yesterday, man. And they're talking about some miracles. I almost put the glove on him, man. I asked him about the rape doctrine. He said you can find that in the Bible. Man, what righteous man gonna go around raping a sister?
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
What man would go around? Hold up. You got a daughter that's 15 years old.
Bring it out.
Here come this 70-year-old drunk man and rape your daughter. You good? You Gucci, huh?
Bring it out. Bring it out.
You good with somebody raping your daughter, man? Taking her.
Bring it out.
Come on, man. You got to be an idiot to believe in those mad doctrines, man.
Right.
And that's the thing with our people. They eat death.
That's right.
Not understanding when these camps or schools were starting to be created, brung to the light. A lot of them, the water was at the ankles.
That's right. Right.
So they still teaching old school dead doctrines, man.
That's right.
And people follow them. And you know, how could you be following, what's that guy name was in Florida? Ben Yahweh. Ben Yahweh was murdering his congregation, man.
That's right.
Ben Yahweh went there penitentiary times and they still posting his picture.
Get out.
But see, that's the sickness of our people, man.
That's right.
Anything's take their mind from Christ.
That's right.
That's why these things are set up. You got agents amongst Israel.
That's right.
You thinking the same thing ain't happening in the truth? And let me tell you something. When you turn your back on Christ, he's going to turn his back on you, man.
That's right.
Because guess what? You chose not to follow Christ.
That's
Let
right.
me tell you something. It's a lot of people don't follow mama to their grave.
That's right.
Bring it out.
It's a lot of them don't follow daddy to their grave.
That's right.
Bring it out.
But ain't it's time we start following Christ?
That's right.
Why we got to continue following death out here, man?
Bring it out.
Read up.
By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out and blood touches blood.
That's the only thing you see going on out there in that world, man. You don't see this amongst the children of Israel, man. The real children, the elect, ones set apart, man. That's one that follow Christ.
That's right.
And let me tell you something, man. I've seen this, the brothers and sisters in here show love. And the people that you show the most love to, they the one turn around and spit in your face, man.
That's right.
Them be the ones sit around and talk about you like you a dog, man.
That's right.
They ain't doing nothing but talking. They not doing it to us. They doing it to Christ.
That's right.
That's why they get punished right now, man.
That's right.
You thinking people's out there in that world ain't getting punished? That don't turn their back on Christ? They out there getting the judgment, man.
That's right.
Christ out there putting that golden hand on them, man.
That's right.
It ain't no joke. But see, they take this and walk as a joke, man.
That's right.
It's a business to me, man. I'm going to do it every week.
Bring it up.
I'm here to take care of the business down here. Because a lot of us, we don't want to take care of business, man.
Teach, elder.
Read up.
Therefore shall the land mourn.
See, the nation in mourning, man. The peoples are in mourning. That's why you see so much hell going on around here. That's why you see so many of man crying and going through things. They in mourning. But see, they got temporary happiness. They get a one day each month to be happy.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
It's a holiday for every month, man. And they get that temporary happiness, man, and they run with it. Don't you want everlasting happiness?
Right. Bring it out.
See, some of you don't want to take the time out, man, to put the work in to get that. Some of you just want death. Read,
And everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish with the beasts of the field.
They're going to die here with these wicked peoples around here. Read.
And with the fowls of heaven. Yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away.
They say the peoples are going to be taken away too, man. People be in this Bible, man. Some of these Bible thumpers, man, they don't read that book.
That's right. That's right.
They go based off what somebody sees.
That's right.
That's how the majority of our people get put to sleep, man.
That's right. That's right.
Not examining something for yourself. Not reading something for yourself. Not being Christ-like. We should be following Christ, man. Who else we gonna follow? We don't follow. They don't follow MLK where he lead them straight off the mountain.
Bring it out.
He said he been to the mountaintop. He led a lot of them off that mountaintop, man. A lot of them had to die
Bring it out.
because he was an agent, just like Malcolm X. You start to find out the truth now. See, some of us, we in there putting the brick in. Some of y'all sitting back on the sideline, man, enjoying this. What are you enjoying?
Bring it out.
Some of you ain't got 100 G's in your bank, man.
Bring it out.
Some of you ain't got petty cash of 10,000 sitting under your bed somewhere.
That's right. Bring it out.
What are you enjoying? You got bills, man.
That's right.
And they don't stop. Mr. Bill be at my house every month, man. I be like, what do you want, man? I just took care of you last month.
That's right.
Bring it out.
You owe me, man. I come by once a month.
Bring it out.
Mr. Bill, man, he don't care. Some of y'all don't care that y'all getting persecuted here, man. You happy to be getting hurt? Read,
Yet let no man strive, nor reprove another. For thy people are as they that strive with the priests.
See, I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of our peoples are wicked as hell, man. How you gonna take counsel for somebody that's dead, man?
That's right.
How you gonna take counsel for somebody that's dead? When they start talking, they dead. What's coming out their mouth is death.
Bring it out.
What comes out their mouth is death, man.
Bring it out.
Why you think you don't see them? Where they at? What school they building? What land are they doing? What work they gonna do for you?
Bring it out.
They not gonna do nothing, man. Because all they got is in their mind is death, man. They the ones distracted by the woman in the red dress.
Right. Bring that out.
Everything could be beautiful that day. You see somebody in that red dress. You got a lot of men in them red dresses too now.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
You know, you got it. Bring it up. There you go. Y'all working down there, man. I appreciate that.
When you're inside, you look around.
Turn it up a little bit.
Teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy.
Look at the hater.
You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the one in the red dress?
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Bring it out.
Distracted, man. That phone call is a distraction.
That's right.
That's right.
See, this allude to many things, man.
That's right.
Your mama could be distraction.
That's right.
I don't know how y'all in that coat. God has been blessing me. But mama, you don't have nothing, mama.
Bring it out.
And some of these ladies, I'm going to tell you some of them old ladies out there, they the real thugs out there in the world, man.
That's right.
They the real gang leaders because they lead families now. I want the one about with the guy with the steak. See, that's what I'm trying to show you, but read up.
Therefore, shalt thou fall in the day.
See, they gonna fall because they easily distracted, man. And a lot of y'all come to class. What are y'all coming to class? Y'all ain't eating.
Bring it out.
Some of you coming to classes, man, with your ears closed.
Bring it out.
You gotta come to class and get something, man. When you leave out of here, you should be stronger.
Bring it out.
Cause you might see that person in the red dress out there, man.
That's right.
And it could be mama, daddy, or your children's.
That's right now.
See, you easily distracted, man. Christ said, don't love nothing more than you love him.
That's right.
Because he's over all things.
That's right.
You love that child more than you love Christ, man. He can take that child right out your life.
That's right.
Love Christ first. And that child will love you, and then he'll love Christ.
That's right.
They'll follow your footsteps. But if you ain't putting your foot forward after Christ, it's death. Read up.
And the prophet also shall fall with thee.
See, a lot of these so-called elders, man, they on their way out anyway, man.
That's right.
A lot of these guys in the alphabet camps, man, they on their way out, man.
Right.
They ain't doing nothing for nobody. They ain't never done nothing for nobody.
That's right.
Read up.
And I will destroy thy mother.
And he say, I'm going to destroy thy mother, man. Why the nation want to keep going through what we've been going through? How many of y'all just don't live a life and you ain't had damn problem? How many of y'all live a life where Mr. Bill don't call you?
Bring it out.
How many of you live a life where you ain't got drama? How many relationships you been in?
That's right.
Huh? How much more drama do you need in your life than to come get planted, man, and live your life right? It's time for us to live our life right.
That's right.
We can't continue following the fools that was before us, man.
That's right.
I'm going to tell you something. Why? Because they've been tricked into believing what they've been shown and taught is what they're going to teach you.
That's right.
And when you raise up and see, some of you can't go tell mama and daddy the truth, man. See, my mama, she'll catch the golden hand anytime I talk to her. You know, I'm going to have to come pull your spine out your ass soon. You know, it ain't personal, but hey, you're not going to serve the Lord. This is what's going to happen.
That's right.
Some of you scared to tell your parents or your children the truth.
That's right.
Children don't even call me. They know what time they'll call my sisters before they call me. Oh, how my daddy doing? But won't you call him and find out? They go to Abba D. Cause I'm gonna tell them I'm gonna have to pull your spine out soon. See, I don't play with them. See, if you play with them, man, they're gonna continue in wickedness.
That's right.
Gotta be firm with your own people, man.
That's right.
You'll start seeing them waking up and coming to the light.
That's right.
When you trim your way for love, man, they're not gonna change.
That's right.
Let me tell you something. Some of you seeing your parents and your siblings and your cousins for the last time.
That's right.
The last time you seen them could be the last time you seen them.
That's right.
Because a lot of them got judgment on their head, man. It could be any day now.
That's right.
Read up.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
See, they don't know Christ, man. That's why they destroy it, because they don't like to read.
Right.
Some of y'all, we have reading clubs in here. They don't want to read. They got more important things than to read.
That's right.
They don't have Christ. That's why they destroyed of knowledge. Read.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
When you reject Christ, read.
I will also reject thee.
He said, I'm going to reject you too, man.
That's right.
Because Christ is that knowledge that we seek, man.
That's right.
Read.
That thou shalt be no priest to me. See, thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children.
And I'm going to forget thy children. Whatever congregation you in, man, you found that Mathias.
Yeah, you got to ring.
Bring this up, man. This is how some of them come in this truth, and this is how they act right here.
Bring it out.
See, as long as they get that steak, man.
You know, I know this steak doesn't exist. I know that when I put it in my mouth, the matrix is telling my brain that it is juicy and delicious. After 9 years, you know what I realized? Ignorance is bliss.
Then we have a deal.
I don't want to remember nothing. Nothing. You understand? I don't want to be rich. You know, someone important. Like an actor.
Whatever you want.
That's it on there, man. Hey, that's how the world do you.
That's right.
Right.
That's how it is out there, man. And people eat it all the time.
That's right.
And they don't consider what the things that what we dealing with, man. Read verse 7.
As they were increased, so they sinned against me.
So when you understand, man, that matrix. Now understand, people been in the truth 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, then they leave. Where you going? What's out there for you?
Bring it out.
Are you seeking the same thing that he's seeking?
That's right.
Fame, fortune, money? You thinking he was gonna fulfill that man gift?
Bring it out.
Bring that out. Bring it out.
When you deal with a liar, you thinking a liar gonna tell you the truth?
Bring it out.
They're gonna tell you the lie that you want to hear.
Thanks.
Read on.
Therefore, will I change their glory into shame?
All of it's gonna be turned into shame, man.
That's right.
You find them, they run out and they talk, but then that shame come on.
That's right.
You'll see them out there, no fringes on. They go back out there, they change their name back into their old name.
That's right.
They don't want to keep no commandments no more.
Bring it out.
This ain't the truth no more.
Bring it out.
Do you want this taken away from you?
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Keep doing what you do.
That's right.
Because it can easily snap right out.
That's right.
And guess what? It's no joy out there in that world.
That's right.
You thinking people that's got money got joy? You got a lot of people calling you now. Hey,
Bring it
man,
out.
Bring it
the
out.
bills ain't been paid. You got a lot of people that's gonna be calling you, man. And when you start seeing everything fall apart around you, you're gonna wish that the decision that you made, that you didn't make it. Amos 3:6. Follow Christ, man. That's the way out.
That's right.
Read that up.
Amos chapter 3 verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid?
Y'all are not afraid.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
The number one killer could be the number one killer, man. You're not afraid.
Bring it out.
You're more afraid of Ray, huh?
Bring it out.
Shaniqua, huh? You're afraid of the government, man.
Bring it out.
Who are you afraid of? You're not afraid of Christ, and He the one orchestrating everything.
That's right.
Bring it out.
Pure weakness, man. Read that again.
Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid?
They not afraid, man. What did they turn their back? Hey, man, hey. Y'all keep accepting them calls, because when they call me, they don't call me.
That's right.
See, y'all be wanting to call. Hello. You ain't even say shalom no more. Say hello.
Bring it out.
Yes.
Bring it out.
Yeah, I know what's going on in that school. Ain't nothing righteous going on, girl.
Bring it out.
I be on that phone talking like this.
That's right.
Yeah, I can't stand some of them, man. And that big one on the end, I want to drop him. That's how they be thinking, man. They not afraid. I don't see them. See, they not afraid of that trumpet, man. We blowing that trumpet, man, in the nation.
That's right.
And they not afraid of what Christ can do. But read on up.
Shall there be evil in a city?
He said, shall there be evil in a city? Read.
And the Lord hath not done it?
Oh, who you think doing all these things? Why you think all this killing going on?
That's right.
At that concert, man, you thinking who you think was
Bring it out.
orchestrating behind that, man? He set these people up to do what they need to do.
Bring it out.
And then, you know, I seen a lady earlier, I think today, she was like, yeah, and it was her birthday coming up. I'm like, that's when the hen should have just knocked all her teeth out of her mouth. They want to continue in sin. Isaiah 42:22. It's what's wrong with all people. They don't want to come out. They want to stay in the matrix, man. Matrix is death.
That's right.
That's all here for you. Death. There's nothing here for you. Death. That's it. So why would you want to stay somewhere where you know there's going to be a judgment on your head?
Bring it out.
Read,
Isaiah chapter 42 verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
See, these people, man, they've been robbed and spoiled of everything, man. They suffering under oppression, man, and they've been corrupted here in a wicked society, man.
That's right.
Read on.
They are all of them snared in holes.
They're all caught in holes, man. These traps that they set up, man. Why do you think you got Christianity Church, Seventh-day Adventist Church, Atheist Church, Islam, Kemet, everything you can name of, man. Some of you got the church of your television.
Bring it out.
That's some of your churches, the television.
That's right.
Oh, thank you, Holy Television, man, for bringing me my show again this week. Believe me, it's going to be on next week, too.
That's right.
Some of your church is your family, man. You love your family. Let me tell you something. Without
That's
Christ,
right.
you won't have a family.
That's right.
Christ said his family's in here.
That's right.
Read, dog.
And they are hid in prison houses.
What you think America is, man? What you think Texas is?
Bring it out.
What you think Dallas is?
Bring it out.
You think New York is? You think New York, man? New York is a prison house, man. Big tall buildings everywhere, man. Sun can't get in. The water there nasty as hell, man. Let me tell you something, man. Some of these places I've been to, man, I just shake my head. No trees, no grass.
Bring it out.
Everybody go in a tunnel and ride a bullet down to get to where they going.
That's right.
I'm just telling you. That's one of the worst places. St. Louis, you got some of these places, man.
Bring it out.
St. Louis is on the map too, man.
That's right.
All they do is kill each other, man.
Right.
Over nothing. See, in St. Louis, if you crazy, you get a check.
Right.
Some of y'all finna move to St. Louis. I want that check, man. I'm crazy as hell up there. See, a lot of y'all don't be knowing what goes on in these cities. But we're here to tell you. Read on up.
They are for a prey.
See, y'all don't understand. Y'all for a prey. No matter what it is. Read.
And none delivereth.
None delivereth us. Read.
For a spoil. And none saith, restore.
Hold up. Only Christ trying to restore you. None. He say none. None. Nobody's out here trying to help restore you back to who you are in your glory.
That's right.
But see, you'll trade your honor for shame,
Bring it out.
for that dollar bill, for a car.
Facts.
You'll change your honor for shame.
That's right.
And not Christ. And not Christ. Give me Jeremiah 17:4. Read that out.
Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy inheritance that I gave you, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
So, as long as you in sin, you're going to continue serving your enemy.
Bring it out.
Right.
As long as you don't want to do right by Christ, you're going to continue serving your enemy.
That's right.
And a lot of you have been discontinued from your heritage. Some of you don't even care about your heritage.
Bring it out.
Some of you don't even care about this movement, man. One thing I'm going to tell you about this movement. When I came into this movement, a lot of the money I used to make was on the Saturday. I had to let it go. Phone would be ringing like hell on the Shabbat. That's why I made my money. That was my hustle. Some of you won't let go. See, when you choose Christ, He'll give you everything that you need.
That's right.
Right.
But when you choose this world, you're going to continue suffering and going through that oppression.
Right.
It's a choice you make every day. See, a lot of you don't, the Shabbat, we trying to make it to where, let me tell you something. When the doors open to the house, you should be in the house.
That's right.
No excuses. No excuses. In this walk, there should be no excuses for Christ. When you sick, should He make an excuse for you? Oh, well, I'm not going to heal you today.
That's right. Out.
See, some of the choices in what you do, you don't consider. And that's the problem with our people, man. They fall away because they don't want order. We got to have order, man.
Right.
Do McDonald's got order?
That's right. That's right.
Huh? Do your school system have order? Don't every city got order? How we going to be a nation without order?
Bring it out.
Let me tell you something. That's why we're in the position we are, because we didn't want order.
That's right.
A lot of us. Give me this first letter, man. Black. Changing. Let's look at this word. A lot of you still use this word, man. I'm trying to get away from this word.
Bring it out.
That's another one. I want to bring that one up next. That one right there. Read that.
changing racial labels from Israelite to color, to Negro, to black, to African American, back to Israelite.
Man, don't you understand how we've been caught up? We don't know who we are sometimes.
Bring it out.
You know, if you don't know what tribe you're from, you're Israelite. If your spirit bear witness, man, you're an Israelite.
That's right.
But see, some of us, we don't want to be an Israelite, man. You see a lot of these guys, man, and sisters. You'll see them out at the store, they won't even have their fringes on. See, because that's who they really was when they was in here pretending. See, a lot of them that was in here always whining and crying about everything. That's why they back out there again. And let me tell you something. It's one cold hell of a place out there.
That's right.
I don't care what Israelite you're dealing with. It's some cold Israelites out there. Read up.
A 1988 movement led by Reverend Jesse Jackson to call blacks African Americans has met by the enemies with both rousing approval and deep-seated skepticism in a debate that is coming to symbolize the role and history of blacks in this country. The term, used for years in intellectual circles, is gaining currency among many other blacks who say its use is a sign that they are accepting their difficult past and resolving a long ambivalence toward Africa. All lies.
It's all lies, man. Read on.
Black, adjective. Of the color of night, destitute of light.
Hold up. When you call yourself black, what you saying that you are?
Of the color of night, destitute of light.
You saying you destitute of Christ, man.
That's right.
So when you hear people, I'm black, but I don't see that your skin color is black. We got to get black out of our head, man.
That's right.
Read on,
And dark, darkened by clouds, as the heavens, black with clouds. Solar, having a cloudy look or countenance. Atrociously wicked.
So when somebody call themselves black, you know they wicked.
That's right. That's right.
Some of them don't even go look up the definition of words, man. They just use them and don't know what they saying. Read on.
Horrible.
So they got them out here horrible, man. Read.
As a black deed or crime. Dismal. Mournful. Dirty. Calamitous.
Hold up. And you calling that's what you call yourself. When y'all check, y'all filling out another application, check on their others.
Bring it out.
That's right.
I'm gonna tell you what boss man gonna come in on others. What other are you? It's gonna confuse him.
That's right.
Because he got black and white on here. Or Asian. Or non-Hispanic. How can you be non-Hispanic? What do African American means? Read on out.
African American. Now, a black American.
It's just mean black too. Read.
Adjective relating to black American.
That's all it's saying. When you say African American, just call himself black.
That's right.
So I don't get these titles. Read on.
Symbolism and meaning of black or dark. Black represents evil.
So that's why you thinking they labeled you that. See, a lot of us, we stuck in the matrix. We be out there, what's your nationality? I'm black. That's what they say. Read.
Darkness, night, and despair, associated with death, evil, witches, sin, and magic. Consider black market, blacklist, black eye, blackout, black box, black moon, black magic, black death, black plague, black sheep, black face, black hand, black head, black hole, black shirt, black male, black leg, black ball, black mark. The list goes on and on.
So when you understand how destroyed we are as a peoples, man, to literally sit up and continue, we gotta get that word out of our mouth.
That's right. That's right.
Jeremiah 14:2. We gotta get that word. Because you got a lot of the Israelites on the streets, they still pulling these scriptures right here.
That's right.
And I've seen some of these so-called wicked other nations, they use this against us. Because they know we don't know what we out there saying.
That's right.
That's why I say 99% of the camps should shut down.
That's right.
Check it out.
But they're not going to do it. You know why? Pride. They want to be seen. I'm an elder. A who? A what? What are you doing for the sheep?
Bring it out.
See, when you got sheep, you got to provide for the sheep.
That's right.
You got to do for the sheep. Some of them don't want to do nothing. They just want to be an elder. That's a title.
Bring it out.
See, some of them take it to the head. See, some of them don't want to do no work. When you get up there, you're going to do more work.
That's right.
The more you climb, the more work you get. See, some of them can't do it.
That's right.
That's not a part of the program. They're still stuck in the Israelite matrix. Read on that.
Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourning.
It say Judah mourning. They're going through grief. Catching hell around here, man. What's the main store in our neighborhood? A liquor store.
Right.
Liquor store that's the most famous place on the block, man. Everybody know where the liquor store in the hood is.
That's right.
What you get, malt liquor? You ever seen malt liquor out in Plano?
Bring it out.
See, a lot of you drink the stuff Wild Irish Rose, man. Mad Dog 2020.
Bring it out.
Let's have Mad Dog have you, man. Get your brakes beat off, man. Read on up.
And the gates thereof language.
It says there is no leadership in Israel, and it's the same way, man. A lot of these guys are just putting on shows for everybody.
Right.
And I go back to the GMS guy. He said the miracle. I said, well, then the other disciples if we're going to do more miracles. Oh, yes. But what about the rape, man? I want to know about the rape, man.
That's right. Bring it out. That's right.
You thinking you're going to rape my daughter?
Bring it out. Bring it out.
You will meet the judge.
That's right.
I'm married to your daughter. Yeah, you finna be married to the judge because it's finna rape you.
That's right.
That's how it feels taking something from a woman, man.
Bring it out.
That's theft right there, man.
That's right.
I don't get it. He had the nerve to come. I mean, I seen him way at the other end, boy. He slid all the way down like Michael moonwalk. Turn around and hey, man. I said, man, y'all still teaching dead doctrines, man.
That's right. Bring that out.
I said, brother, matter of fact, where your friends? I'm at work. Oh, okay. So they got excuses for everything. Read on out.
They are black unto the ground.
So you thinking somebody black unto the ground? You thinking that's us? Those are the ones that are destitute of life. If they going through mourning, they suffering oppression, man.
That's right.
They catching hell.
That's right.
And we out there pulling these scriptures on the street, man.
That's right. Teach that.
Tell you, bro.
Pure madness in Israel, man.
Bring it out.
You still in here telling the people that, hey, you destitute of life. Yeah, you destitute of life. That ain't talking about it. We never been black.
Bring it out.
We different shades of brown.
Right.
Pretty caramel brown, little light brown, dark brown. You know, that's why we love brown.
That's right.
That's why you see, when you understand, when we bringing out a description of how we look, we're going to bring out what Christ looked like.
That's right.
Brass, bronze. We're calling ourselves black steel, man, in the truth. Read on up.
And the cry of Jerusalem is gone up.
Why is that cry going up, man? Why? That cry is going up, man, because we still in sin.
That's right.
Get Job 30 and 30. Let's get another one, man. See, these are the scriptures that they love to go out on the street corners and pull, man. They let you know some of these brothers are destitute of delight themselves, man.
That's right. Bring it out.
If you still pulling these dead scriptures, man, that's going into mourning, suffering. Matter of fact, give me that other letter of black right quick. I want to see if I got some on there. Yeah, bring that up. Keep going up. Keep going up. You see how many different... And right there say a Negro, a person whose skin is black. Now, who wrote this? And you see always it's saying destitute of life, disheartening. Everything that you see about black is negative. Because you know where I seen this? I'll tell you something about the comments. I seen somebody say, how you going to say, where's the land black? And you're going to pull Jeremiah 14 and 2.
Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out.
I'm like, man. So sometimes when you doing, so one thing I do, I'm studying everything. I'm watching everything.
That's right.
See, I want to know what the people think. Because sometimes they can say something that really can help add a class.
That's right.
Because sometimes people out there in the spirit.
That's right.
And they seeing what we missed.
That's right.
So a lot of times people that watch the video or watch the class, some of you don't comment on nothing, man. Some of you don't hit the like button on nothing.
That's right. Bring it out.
But you think your business is going to prosper.
Bring it out.
You think what you're going to do going to grow into $1 million company.
That's right.
Let me tell you something. It started with Christ.
That's right.
It started with Christ. Read that out.
Job chapter 30 verse 30.
Start 29.
Verse 29. I am a brother to dragons.
He say, I am a brother to dragons. He say, he's a brother to dragons. Read.
And a companion to owls.
And ain't that the Roman Catholic Church? When you really start digging deep, man, and I'm going to tell you something. They want to throw Esau in everything.
Bring it out.
You go to the corner, they looking for Esau. You could be a sister sitting there want to hear. They going to focus in on Esau. You the devil. You Satan. You this. But not trying to feed that sister. If y'all notice how videos have changed,
Right.
y'all see we evolving.
That's right. That's right.
See, a lot of schools and camps, they're not evolving. They still stuck in the 80s.
That's right.
They still wearing bell bottoms and they don't came back in, man.
Bring that out.
Some of y'all don't know what bell bottoms are, do you? They lost right now, huh? Hey, look at bell bottom pants, man. So I don't want y'all to be lost, man. That sister knows, she said it come from bell bottoms are back. And you know, when bell bottom went out, you got caught in bell bottom, boy, they told you up. You got destroyed at school. You tuck your bell bottoms in your socks. Now they back. I'm just telling you, when they go out, you know, people still trying to wear them. Bring a picture of so the young ones can see what some bell bottoms look like, man. And that's what's been going on. It's confusion, man. Things is nothing new under the sun. And that's why I look at bell bottoms. See, some of y'all still wearing your pants like that, man. You see the guy right there with the orange shirt on? See, some of them, this is very effeminate, or some of them. See the man? So that's why we used to get down in the 80s, man. Y'all probably had a little bitty mini pair of bell bottoms on. You know, he was young then, 5, 6 years old or something like that. He had little mini bell bottoms on. Deke had his big bell bottoms on, man. I wish somebody would say something about my bell bottoms. Read on,
My skin is black upon.
He said, you thinking he said his skin is black here? That's what color he is, man.
Bring it out.
Telling you what he's going through, man.
That's
Read.
right. And my bones are burned with heat.
Say, let me tell you something, man. We all going through what Job going through.
That's right.
We've been told everything wrong. We've been taught everything wrong. Our parents continue to push the same traditions down on us. Nobody said, and then I asked people, is this not the way? Then what other way do we have?
Bring it out.
What should we follow? And they can never give you answers.
That's right.
So they're okay. Lamentations 5 and 10.
Bring it out.
So I want y'all, brothers, especially in the body, stop using these scriptures talking about what your kid's skin color is. Use Christ.
Right.
Everything, this book is about Christ, man.
Right.
When you're using black, man, black is everything negative.
That's right.
So stop calling yourself something negative. Read this out.
Lamentations chapter 5 verse 10. Our skin was black like an oven because of the terrible famine.
So now they skin black like an oven because of the terrible famine, man.
Bring it out.
They said they going through, man, they was destitute without Christ. And they going through oppression, man. They're being destroyed, man. And that famine was the word that was catching hell. So if you see somebody out there on the street corner still using these, man, give me letter 2, man. Let me show you what the black movement done. You know, let me show you where this stuff come from. See, a lot of you don't be knowing this stuff. You know, the civil rights movement was nothing but the LGBT movement.
Bring it out.
See, y'all don't know these things, don't you? What do you think Black Lives Matter is? They're saying sinners like matters, man.
Bring it out.
That's all they saying. Because they use words, it's a code language to some of y'all don't understand.
That's right.
Read this out.
The civil rights movement was undercover for the LGBT movement.
What laws are they passing that the same laws are they using them for themselves? They was passing these laws for themselves. Because you understand, MLK was a twinkles. He had a writer that was a twinkle Byron.
Right. Bring it out.
You have to understand all these movements was for them. It wasn't never for us. But let's see what the first movement was. Read this.
The civil rights and early homophile movements shared leaders, ideas, and ultimately the same goal, according to historians.
So you understanding? We was just used for cattle bait, man.
That's right.
Everything that you see in Black Panthers, that's all garbage too, man. All of that stuff was nothing for the nation of Israel. Because what changed?
That's
Bring it
right.
out.
What changed since MLK? What changed since Malcolm X?
Bring it out.
What have changed? They was all agents.
That's right.
The whole this is Hollywood around here, man.
That's right.
Crisis actors. Why they never come get you and ask you how you feel?
Bring it out.
Why they never shove a camera up in one of our face telling us?
Bring it out.
How do we get to the media, man, to tell our story?
Bring it out.
It'll never get told. Listen, it's told the wrong way.
That's right.
Read, huh?
The Black Cat was originally constructed as a Safeway grocery market in 1939, but by the 1960s contained a gay bar and laundromat. The bar attracted a largely working class clientele. It was nestled among a number of businesses friendly to gay men and lesbians. At a New Year's celebration on January 1st, 1967, 8 undercover police officers from the LAPD raided the bar just after midnight, while patrons were exchanging celebratory kisses and embraces. During the struggle, patrons were beaten and dragged out of the bar and into the street. Queer activists were building a movement long before the Black Civil Rights Movement. They intermixed and used the Black Civil Rights Movement as a front to get laws passed, to give them equal right as all others. The 1963 March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, where Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his I Have a Dream speech.
He said, I have a nightmare for you Israelites. But read.
The march was organized by Bayard Rustin,
Byron Rustin, a known twinkle toe, man.
Right.
Read on.
who had been arrested in 1953 for having sex with another man.
Oh, hold up, man. All this stuff is just, I keep telling y'all, man, why y'all keep running back out there? Why? Now you see what they don't really push on us. And y'all keep running back out there, man. You deserve death if you're going back out there, man.
That's right.
I'm telling you something, man, and they don't trick us. And how people still want to be tricked. Read, huh?
The 1965 Watts Rebellion in Los Angeles, where 6 days of riots erupted between police and the predominantly black community, influenced by the LGBTQ rebellions, like the 1966 Compton's Cafeteria riot in San Francisco, and the Stonewall Uprising. Marsha P. Johnson, who is credited as being a central figure in the Stonewall Uprising.
Hey, get that name and look that lady, look this man up, man. So y'all don't understand how deep this is, man. This whole country was set up by sodomites. And you thinking they not running things? The whole army is sodomites, man. You can't be a captain or somebody with prominent power in the army, man. Who you think sitting behind running this stuff? And our people study running back, man. We ready to get out of here, and y'all study want to stay here.
That's right.
Knowing your child gonna be turned out. Now the cartoons, all of them. Look at this big drag man right here, man. See? You thinking this just started? This has been going on for the longest, man. That's the one that helped got it started. These are ones that's working behind the scene. But read on up.
The Black Cat movement was just as influential as the Civil Rights movement. Steen said, Black Cat ideologies and strategies came to influence the Black Civil Rights movement very much so in the second half of the 60s and then into the 70s. So there are both of those influences. Peaceful, respectable demonstrations on the one hand and a more aggressive militant action, sometimes including riots on the other. What we have to appreciate is that the arguments that were used in the civil rights movement in the 1960s involved LGBTQ people. Fullwood Avenue, citing a speech given by Black Panther Party founder Huey Newton in 1970. And I speak for all homosexuals, we should try to unite with them in a revolutionary fashion. the black and the LGBTQ movements have the same goal.
They have the same goal, man. We've been bamboozled, man. How many people went set? Why would you go set in another man's restaurant where they don't want you?
Bring it out.
Who sent these people? And you know, all these people was people from college. A lot of this stuff started with the college.
That's right.
See, a lot of things, these ideas, but it's through the CIA, FBI, whatever unknown organization behind there. All these things are set up by them. So to continue, just like Yahawashi, what was that movie? Judas, what? Judas Messiah. Judas and the Black Messiah. Now, I put a video up where his so-called baby mama laying right in the same bed with him. He gets shot, she don't get shot.
Bring it out.
She tells, and you can tell she reading from a script, man. Everything is fake.
Bring it out.
None of these guys, and this guy, all he was talking about, power to the peoples, black pigs and all this stuff, man, garbage. A lot of this, man, what did Martin Luther King, none of this stuff was for us.
That's right.
So all we are is that cattle that get slaughtered for these other movements, for these other nations and peoples. Because ain't nothing changed in our community. Why do you think everybody that get money moves out? Because they are warned. You make it into the upper, you can't help the Israelites. Only Christ is here for us.
That's right.
Y'all better understand that. Play it. You'll see it.
Someone came into the room, started shaking the chair. Said, Chairman, wake up, pigs around. I saw bullets coming from what looked like in front of the apartment. From the kitchen area. It was pigs to shoot. And about this time, jumped on top of the chair. He looked up. Looked like all pigs, birds, entranceway, bedroom area, back bedroom area. Mattresses just going, you feel the bullets going into it. Looked up, didn't say a word, didn't move, just moved his head up. He laid his head back down to the side like that. He told us to face the wall. Heard a pig say, he's barely alive, he'll barely make it. I assume they were talking about Chairman Fred. Then they started shooting pigs, they started shooting again. I heard the sister scream. They started shooting pigs.
That's enough on that. What they do is try to suppress the movement. That's why you see so many of these Israelites. They see this Jackson guy, man. They share him all through Facebook. This guy ain't on no street corners doing no work, man.
That's right.
He ain't trying to help feed the sheep. He talking about he rich, man. He talking about he rich. You see this madness all the time, man. It's the Matrix. See, that Jackson guy is the red dress.
Bring it out.
The same thing for any other of them, man. What have they done? And people always, but see, they won't share the work we do. See, they don't want to see that. They want you to do, they want to trick you back into this world. Who's the guy named Kendrick Lamar? He not black no more, he an Israelite. Well, where he at?
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Huh?
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Where are these agents at, man? Their job is to suppress this movement. Just like everybody putting Kanye West, man. You know Kanye West. How you gonna be a man of the Most High and he was just sleeping with a big drag man?
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Y'all thinking Kim Kardashian is a woman?
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Y'all don't understand this world, man.
Bring it out.
He's just sleeping with a big monkey, man.
Bring it out.
See, it hurts some of them, man, to know they idols. Don't care nothing about them. Nobody but Christ.
That's right.
But then they want their idols, man. And that's the thing. Give me John, man, 1 and 4. That's the thing with us, man. Our only way out is Christ.
Right.
And we'll turn our back on Christ to go back into this matrix.
Bring it out.
And we tell them about the television. We tell them about, once you got a spiritual eye, you'll see that lady neck is too long.
That's right.
Bring it out.
Just telling you, man, you'll start seeing see, because you've been caught up. See, we didn't know that these was men's pretending to be women's. And let me tell you something. It's a video. I'm gonna go get it and put it on. These peoples are all related. They all related. You can't get in an inner circle. If you're a farmer, your children's gonna be farmers.
Right.
So if you're an actor, your children's are gonna be actors.
That's right.
Why are you thinking Will Smith and them turn their children's out like that?
Bring it out.
Look at this basketball player, Dwayne, man. Turn his son out, man.
Bring it out.
Look at Magic's son. Magic, that's a big drag dude there, man. I'm putting the brass knuckles on then, man. I'm gonna have to get busy with this big drag, man. We're gonna turn up some stuff. I'm telling you, man, that's one talk about this on Big Time. Like, man, he got an extra sandal extension on his sandal. Read, man.
St. John, chapter 1, verse 4. In him was life.
In Christ, there is life. Read.
And the life was the light of men.
See, this is the light of man. See, we've been taught the light of this world, man.
That's right.
We've been taught the lies of this world, man, to believe. And this is one of the most wickedest part of the time of the year. And when they got all their big holidays. Halloween was a sellout this year, man. I keep telling you, I ain't seen no extra candy, man. I'd like to give me a bag after they 50%, 75% off.
Bring it out.
They had nothing. Halloween costume. And all these people, that's the ones going to be crying to you soon, man.
Right. That's right.
Thanksgiving, they out here worrying about a turkey, man. Christmas, they want the Christmas. They trees up. You see these stores, man. I was at Hobby Lobby. They started putting their stuff in July. I quit in July. Read on up. Working me to death. Read up.
And the light shineth in darkness.
See, the light will shine in darkness, man.
That's right.
Read.
And the darkness comprehended it not.
See, a lot of people that still in sin, they can't comprehend what the word is about, what the truth is about, man.
That's right.
Read.
There was a man sent from God, whose name was John. The same came for a witness, to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe.
See, all men through him might believe. Read.
He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light.
That's all we doing. We following the same footsteps as our forefathers. Read.
That was the true light,
See, Christ is the true light. Read.
which lighteth every man that cometh into the world.
Read on.
He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not.
See, they still don't know it, but read.
He came unto his own,
He came into his own nation. Read.
and in his own received him not.
They still don't want to receive Christ, man. Why are y'all going? I don't get it.
Bring it out.
We got to come together as a nation. See, some of us, we've been going through it for years, man. But hey, we're going to hold on, man, because we understand that this is going to come to an end soon.
That's right.
But see, some of y'all quick to let go, man. 2 or 3
right.
years, y'all want to go back into the world and start doing your stanky leg or whatever you do. Give me John 3:19. And that's why I tell you about calling yourself black, dark. You know, all that stuff means wicked things, man. How was a man set up? And let me tell you something. It was set up by our own people because we was Negroes.
Bring it out.
We was colored. We was everything, man. Why you keep changing our identity? We the only people that can't tell you nothing about ourselves. I'm African American. Where that go to?
Bring it out.
Any of these terms that we use, if a Chinaman tell you, hey, what's your name? I'm young. They're going to tell you, see, y'all didn't know I speak Chinese, did you?
Bring it out.
Some of you confused. I don't know what I said either, but I'm telling you, I don't be knowing what they said because I was finna leave this morning and one was downstairs. Where you going? To Dutch. I'm like, what you say? Where you going? To Dutch? I say, yeah, to Dutch. I'm just telling you, man, read.
St. John, chapter 3, verse 19. And this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light.
When you choose that conversation, when you choose that person that's in darkness, that's showing you that you love sin rather than you more love Christ.
That's right.
You love wickedness more than you love Christ. That's the problem. That's the thing that you show by your actions. Read.
Because their deeds were evil.
See, a lot of them be in sin. See, when you're in sin, you don't want to confess your sin. Some of you like to live in secret sin.
Bring it out.
Nobody gonna see me. Yeah, the light is on. Read.
For everyone that doeth evil
See, that doeth evil, read.
hateth light,
They hate Christ. Read.
neither cometh to the light,
They don't want to come to the truth. They don't want to come back into the marriage. Read.
lest his deeds should be reproved.
See, a lot of you don't want your deeds reproved, man. You don't want your ways corrected. Read.
But he that doeth truth
The law, read.
cometh to the light.
That's all you got to do. Follow the law, man. You'll stand. Let me tell you something. Who want to be in the dark?
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Who like the dark?
Bring it out.
See, some of you say, I don't like it, but you're in sin. You're in dark. You're in darkness. Read.
That his deeds may be made manifest.
See, a lot of you don't understand, man. You got to come confess your faults with it. That's why we have counseling. We have a suggestion box, man.
That's right.
See, you can't get counseling from somebody sitting out there with you. You can't get
That's
counseling for somebody. That's just like a married woman getting counsel from a single one.
That's right.
Girl, I wouldn't be putting up with that at home.
Bring it out.
Sister, where's your husband? That's why you ain't got one. You ain't putting up with it. See, a lot of time, man, you can't take advice from somebody that ain't in the truth.
That's right.
See, a lot of time, that's the same thing. Read.
That they are rotting God. After these things,
That's it on that. Matter of fact, give me John 8 and 12. You know, a lot of this I've been seeing. I just be want to try to get people to understand. Come to Christ. That's your whole mission, man. That's all we need. Our land is paid for. We don't have to buy food no more. Our water is free. Everything we got is going to be free.
That's right.
So you want to stay here where you getting oppressed at, man.
Bring it out.
You want to stay here where you got to pay taxes on everything. You get a piece of bubble gum, it's taxes on it.
Bring it out.
I don't get it. And you see some of these people go out here, they getting them BMWs. So they got them almost $1,000 a month car. Then they got to put insurance on it. Right at $1,000 now. You got to put gas in that hustler. So that's $400 more. You got to do repairs on it. So 60% of your income right there just went to your car.
That's right.
Bring it out.
How you gonna provide for your children? You ain't even paid rent yet. See, the things of the world, man, that'll drive you out your mind.
That's right.
Follow Christ, man. That's why you understand we teach our brothers and sisters, let that material things out there go. I'm riding down the highway today, baby. Look at all this money on here, man. I could just get a penny for every car. Because everybody got a car. No, their cars ain't paid for. That's how they make us think. Live like the Joneses. Live like the Roneses.
That's right.
Bring it out.
So when you understand, you 20 years old, you got a car, you got all this, your income ain't gonna follow your bills. Because once you add children's in, you're gonna get more bills.
That's right.
So now you're 30, now you're looking like you're 40.
Bring it out.
Because you don't understand that this whole world is to kill you.
That's right.
That's right.
So now you're 40, you got these grown children, they want more to shoot. Some of your son wearing a size 15, they ain't $50 no more.
That's right.
So now you're even more oppressed as you go. So you check it out by 50 or 60. Because your whole life is to try to provide. And you're never going to accumulate nothing for your family. Because you've been brainwashing to think that this system works. And what the Most High give us is his system.
That's right.
And it works. I've seen brothers turn their lives around.
That's right.
Sisters turn their lives around. Read on up.
St. John, chapter 8, verse 12. Then spake Christ again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world.
Christ said he the light of the nation, man. Read.
He that followeth me
See, he that followed me, read.
shall not walk in darkness,
Oh, so when you're not following Christ, what are you doing?
Bring it out.
You in sin.
That's right.
Read.
but shall have the light of life.
See, you're going to have the light of life, man, the truth. Follow Christ, man. Stop doing the things that you're doing. Some of you sit down, man, and get that counseling that you need. If your husband is weak at home, come get counseling. We're going to straighten him up.
That's right.
If your wife is wicked, we're going to deal with her.
That's right.
All we're going to do is try to get... The only thing we're doing is try to get you to understand.
That's right.
That's what counseling is for, to get you on the right page, man. Because guess what the sisters don't watch? They don't watch too many housemates. See, they thinking they watching women. No woman act like that. Scrapping all over the place, man. Hair weave all on the floor and stuff. You can't be no wife like that. But see, they set these stooges up for y'all because they have to have drama on these shows to make you watch it.
That's right.
You ain't watching the show because it's a good show. You watching the show because it's drama.
That's right.
The world loves drama.
That's right.
Something negative happened right now, we be all outside standing out there talking.
That's right.
Something positive happened, we be in here sitting down want to get some words. See, that's how the world is. Everything negative is good, everything bad is negative.
Right.
So we're in the truth. It's negative to our people. Stand up for Christ, man. Proverbs 2:13. Stand up for Christ. Stop this, man. Stop this. Because let me tell you something, I know it's going to be judgment on you. See, you don't know it's going to come into you. So you're going to be at home, watching your favorite show. You ain't even going to hear this. See, that's all you waiting on when you're not following Christ. And that's not his door. But read this out.
Proverbs chapter 2 verse 13. Who leave the paths of uprightness?
Who leads the path of uprightness, man? Read.
To walk in the ways of dark.
Wickedness, corruption, man, sin, evil. The devil the Bible speaks of, man. Who leads the way of uprightness, man? Who leaves it? You see it all the time, don't you? I'm not dealing with that no more, because they're not in the truth. I'm in the truth. Murmuring is a sin.
That's right.
See, we've been taught to be wicked, man. Every movie you don't see about you is ungodly. Boys they give you a movie when they bring out Bloods and Crips, man. There wasn't no Crips in Texas, no Bloods either. So they feed us the movie. Guess what we want to do? We want to be characters in a movie too.
That's right.
We want to go kill our brother, man. He ain't did nothing to us. We all in the hood suffering, man. Why can't we come together?
Bring it out.
Think about it. They gave our sisters Foxy Brown, man. They wanted to wear their clothes too little.
Bring it out.
I'm just telling you, they continue to put thoughts in your head, but you don't understand this whole system. It's the matrix. It's a stage to corrupt you, the children of Israel. They after your soul.
That's right.
They don't care nothing about these other nations. They want you.
That's right.
Because no nation could survive without us.
That's right.
A lot of you don't understand how great you are. But see, we would take ourselves down. Back to Isaiah 42:22. And I harp on this, man, because a lot of you don't read your Bible, man.
That's right.
Read your Bible. Come closer to Christ. And you'll come closer to the nation.
Right.
Without that, you can't come close to the nation of doing your own thing, making your own doctrine. And I keep going back to this structure, this order. Let me ask you this. If a man's house out of order, is there structure in his house?
Bring it up.
If the 2-year-old is going out there taking the car, going to get him a nickel sack, is that order?
Bring it out.
The 2-year-old taking the car, going to get him a nickel sack and some Switzer sweets, is that order? So if the man don't step up and put the glove on him, see, now that's not right. You shouldn't have hit him, man. He just went and got a little nickel.
Bring that out.
See, that don't be one order, man. You gotta have that order in that house.
That's right.
It's peaceful. Your daughter coming in, she don't come home for 2 days. Nobody says nothing to her. That's what they want, man. That's how they want us to rebuild the nation.
That's right.
Keep us in captivity. Read that.
Isaiah chapter 42 verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. Therefore it prey, and none deliver. For it spoiled, and none said, restore.
Why is there no one in no fashion, nowhere around in the world, no country, saying restore the true children of Israel back to their natural state?
Bring it out.
Why? And even in these Israelite camps, they causing so much division, man.
That's right.
They're not trying to bring the nation back, man.
That's right. That's right.
If you're not in sin, they don't even want to deal with you. That's why you got the unity sin camps.
Bring it out.
It's not about the nation. It's about men's want to be seen.
That's right.
Some of these brothers ain't never been nothing in their life, man. And they put their fringes on, man, and they Elijah out here now, man.
That's right.
They ain't done nothing for the people, man, and they ain't never done something for themselves.
Bring it out.
You got to start with self, man.
That's right. That's right.
You got to give yourself up. See, a lot of you lazy. Some of you don't want to pick the book up.
That's right.
This is the book of life.
That's right.
Don't you want to know? It's just like you got a manual in your car. Should you put transmission where your oil go?
Bring it out.
Should you put oil where your transmission go? So you're going to know what the owner's manual, somebody taught you that was righteous in the head. You need this for life.
That's right.
You need this to give it to your children. Let me tell you something. You might be, your son or daughter might be the ones getting up going to get that nickel sack.
Right.
Lamentations 3:43. Come out of the world, y'all. And I know y'all get these classes. I just want y'all to make a change. Just think about it. Feast days, everybody happy.
That's right.
There's not a frown on the face. You seen them for the Feast of Tabernacles, man. Some of them showed up just to say, I'm not being coming back no more.
Bring it out.
You think that hurt us?
Bring it out.
Skedaddles.
That's right.
You wasn't serving us. You weren't turning your back on Christ.
That's right.
He set up all this for you, and you're going to bring your selfish tail there just to show somebody up. I'm not coming back no more.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
I've got an attitude.
Bring it out.
Like somebody give a bite.
That's right.
We're going to follow Christ, man.
That's right.
We're going to follow Christ, man. We're not going to follow that demon. And let me tell you something. It's too hard for them to come back in here. It's too much pride on them.
That's right. That's right.
The bottom of their car can be falling out. They still don't want to come back and press it.
That's right.
They rather look at the hole in their car, man. I ain't going back in there, man. I can't come back in there, man. I'm ashamed. Let me tell you something. That shows people that there's a way.
That's right. Right.
I'd be more proud of the brothers and sisters that can step back in that door, man.
That's right. That's right.
Because we know it's a lot on you. But when you seeking death, that's what you get.
That's right.
Read that up.
Lamentations, chapter 3, verse 43. Thou hast covered with anger and persecuted us. Thou hast slain. Thou hast not pitied.
No compassion, man. So why would you continue want to be in sin? See, a lot of people don't understand this. It's going to continue. It's not going to stop. Well, I was in the tribe, friends. I went to a feast day. I did a past. What are you doing now?
Bring it out.
Who you serving now? See, you're serving that God that you're looking at. See, a lot of people, the God they are, just the people that they see in the mirror.
That's right.
Some people are their own God.
Bring it out.
That's how highly they think of themselves. Read up.
Thou hast covered thyself with a cloud, that our prayers should not pass through. Thou hast made us as the offscoring and refused in the midst of the people.
You see how he done us in these nations, man? How so much we don't been through? How do you want to continue going through these things? And when you understand, man, he done all this because we was in sin.
That's right.
That's just like the daddy in that house. Keeping order. See, if Lil Ray Ray in that house, man, ain't gonna be no order. See, Lil Ray Ray, I be having the order gloves. Let me get on Amazon, man. I need another glove coming in. Matter of fact, send me a box of 10, because Lil Ray Ray out of control.
Bring it out.
I need them extra gloves, man, because if she get out, I hand them out to get her too. It starts. Once we put things in order, man, how we gonna get to the kingdom and we don't know how they run our own house?
Bring it out. Yeah.
That means you're probably gonna be a part of the multitude, and then we're gonna have to send somebody down there with a long Swizzard and put you to sleep. Read,
All our enemies have opened their mouth against us.
all our enemies, man, have opened thy mouth against us. And who's helping them? Our people. Give me Psalm 15:16. See, our enemies have spoken ill will of us, man. And let me tell you something. Do you think the Chinese can teach us, bring us into sin? Do you think the Japanese? Do you think the Africans? Who are the most detrimental to their own nation?
Bring it out.
Their own people.
That's right.
Your own peoples, man. Your own people that they know. Let me tell you something. A lot of them pass down, man. They know who they are.
Right.
A lot of them can get them jobs. Go to dinner, Apple Cap or whatever that mess is. They know who they are.
That's right.
See, we don't know who we are. We've been taught lies all our life, man.
That's right.
From generation to generations. Read up.
Psalm 50, verse 16. But unto the wicked, God said, What hast thou to do to declare my statute?
We always thought this was Esau.
Bring it out.
But this is all people, man.
That's right.
Read.
Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
They took the covenant in their mouth. They wanted to do it the way that they want to do it. That was one of the biggest things that King James was dealing with. Because the Protestants and the Puritans, man, they wanted to bring doctrines out. And the Catholics, God loves everybody. They're gods. See, they always have pagan gods. Zeus. You thinking Zeus ain't here today?
Bring it out.
Now you see Superman kissing another man.
Bring it out.
I've been telling you for years I break Superman back, man. But see, these are the things they push on us. Comedy heroes, man. I don't know if y'all remember the $6 million man. You know, I used to have a $6 million man. See, TV be having you, don't they, man? You making sure you're there every week to watch you too. You can be outside building a house. Hey, man, I'm running right back in the house. My show on. They indoctrinated us as children. What do you think these holidays are for?
Bring it out.
And then what you think, and let me tell you something. The children, it used to be for the children. Now it's for the parents. You see the parents with Halloween outfits on there.
Right.
Read on, Ark.
Seeing thou hatest instruction.
Why did it say, seeing thou hatest instruction? See, they hate instruction. They hate the way of Christ. Read.
And castest my words behind.
And casting my words behind thee. Who was the word given to?
Bring it out.
The other nations. What's this given to Esau?
Bring it out.
See, we got to take Esau. That's why I tell y'all, we got to quit focusing on, we got to focus on the big picture, man.
That's right.
Read.
When thou sawest a thief, then thou considerest with him, and hast been partaker with the adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil.
See, very evil people, man. And you can see them by the way when they leave. You can tell how they are. They never have nothing good to say.
That's right.
They'll never tell you the good things. You ever notice that in a divorce is always, man, she did, she did, he did, she did.
Yeah.
But see, when you both ignorant and don't know how to be in a marriage, why is there so much divorces on the planet?
Bring it out.
Through his kingdom. Most relationships don't last but what, 2 or 3 years in America.
That's right. Out.
And you're seeing that men and women, they're killing each other now. Domestic violence is higher than COVID.
That's right.
I'm telling y'all what's going on out here. They not playing, man. They're killing each other. And the lesbians are doing it too. Didn't y'all see the sister that was in New York walked up to the other sister and blew the sister brains out? There must have been some love trains, some love thing going on, man. What make a woman that walk up and just shoot another woman in the head? A lot of these things are from what they taught us. See, what's happening is the system gonna turn on them. See, what they're doing now is trying to make sure that people don't come into their neighborhoods.
That's right.
But after a while, people are gonna get too hungry. Up in New York, man, it's like guys raping girls on the train now. Raping little children. Y'all not watching the news, are you? Y'all not seeing how gas is in some of these other states. I told me diesel's $7, $6.99 up in California. You ain't gonna fill up in California.
Right.
I asked the lady in another state, how much is the gas? $3.99. What are y'all waiting on, man?
That's right.
The Lord God got us, and we got a plan. And some of you just don't want to, I'm going to tell you something. You want that oppression, man, because a lot of y'all don't function right unless you out the spirit. That's when most people function. They there in the spirit when they can be who they want to be.
Right.
Read,
And thy tongue frameth deceit.
And all they do is lie. This is the spirit that's on our people. Read.
Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother.
Hold up. Who's speaking against that brother now? They'll talk about you, man. But I bet if you say, let me get them on the phone, they're not going to call you no more.
That's right.
It's us. And see, that's what these Israelites don't want to face up to. Most of them, their hatred out there, it's the same spirit. Not trying to come together. Like I talked to a brother, I'm not to mention his name. They've been in IUIC 11 years. He finally seen the light. See, that's what's gonna happen. These brothers and sisters gonna start waking up in the schools, man.
That's right.
And understand they eating the doctrines of death.
Right.
A rape doctrine, man. That's more important than someone keeping the commandments.
Bring it out.
You know, and I know they make videos of us. See, if I start clapping back, talking about them sheets that they wear around their neck, man.
Bring it out.
Come out there looking like a bunch of fools' crowns out there. If I start hitting back, they're not gonna like it.
That's right.
Oh, you didn't have to hit us. Listen, man, y'all sit up and talk about us. We call it high side. See, the ones that get hit, they don't like it.
Bring it out.
Read,
Thou slanderest thine own mother's son.
Who doing this? But the Israelites. Read.
These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, but I will reprove thee.
He ain't gonna reprove thee. Read.
And set them in order before thine eyes.
He's gonna set. What are you doing, man? Let me tell you something. 1 out of 10,000. 1 out of 10,000, man. I'm giving you the numbers today.
That's right.
1 out of 10,000. So when you see them coming in, they're gonna be coming in here, man, and leaving out. It's only 1 out of 10,000. Because they can't get it right, man. They look for every spot instead of looking at the spot in their own mind.
That's right. Right.
They look for every little thing to have an excuse. But they never look at themselves.
That's right.
Back to Lamentations 3 and 47. All they do, man, is keep up confusion. Why are you thinking there is no growth in our neighborhoods? Why do you think there is no growth in the nation? No love in the nation. I pick up the phone and call any of these brothers, man. I sit down with any of them. I have no ill will towards none of them, man. I want us to come together and just get out of here, man. I really want to be chilling on the 7th day, man.
That's right. That's right.
Got to go out here to these streets, deal with these wicked people, man. You thinking this is something good?
Bring it out.
It's not, man. Read,
Lamentations, chapter 3, verse 47. Fear.
Hold up. That's what they love to use on us, man. Fear. They love to put fear in your mind, man.
That's right.
Why are you thinking they had all the scary? But that's one way to get you. Then you got the churches, man. Now you got the Israelite schools out here. They use fear. I don't tell people not to talk to people. But I'm going to tell you something. If you're smart, you shouldn't talk to some people.
That's right.
Some people ain't right in the mind, man.
Right.
Especially if they trying to tell you something about something that they not doing right.
Bring it out.
That's just like that single woman trying to tell that married woman how to run her house, man. Read,
Fear and a snare.
Unexpected evil. Read.
It's come upon us.
This don't came upon us, man. Read.
Desolation.
Sadness. Read.
And destruction.
Eternal death, man. See, we don't consider these things, man, because we thinking we can just play the game. I keep commandments. I asked the dude from GMS, man. I said, man, y'all have Passover? Yeah, we do. We have. I said, well, I ain't never seen it. I said, what about the Feast of Tabernacles? Yeah. But you never see none of their works.
That's right.
And most of them got what? One Israelite. How the Most High gonna be with you when you got one man on a video having a class? It's pure sadness how all peoples operate.
That's right.
It'd be the same peoples talking about you, man. Same ones, man. Tree don't bear no fruits. Just a dead, rotten tree, man, standing there.
That's right.
A lot of people don't really understand that. Read,
Mine eye runneth down with rivers of water.
Tears all day. Read.
For the destruction of the daughter of my people.
Misery, man, misery. Are we that slow that we can't understand? As long as we don't want to do right, you're gonna continue to see your people suffer. Who would like to see a family out there sleeping in their car, man?
Bring it out.
Who would like to see these children strung out on drugs?
Bring it out.
It's the Israelites that got fringes that don't want to keep no commandments.
Right.
They okay with that lifestyle. Because a lot of them undercover, we had a sister in here last week, man, talking about some tweed.
Bring it out.
That's her whole thing was some tweed. Tweet this, tweet that, tweet a tea. I just got up and walked out. And then I seen her come out the door. Yo gave her the final judgment. It is her. She didn't even speak when she went to her car. Like, man, what's going on? Yo, I told her she had to go. Her whole thing was some weed, man. She ain't talking about getting to the kingdom. She ain't talking about salvation. She ain't talking about Passovers. She ain't talking about doing nothing righteous in the eyes of Christ. But that's how they want to come. Then they're coming here talking about a chip.
That's right, bro.
They come in here with madness, man, bro. We're not dealing with that stuff.
That's right.
We're going to do this thing to the best of our abilities. And when we get there with Christ, then we'll get everything else straightened out, man. Because you got to understand, we come from a place, man, where we didn't know none of this.
That's right.
But see, our people, that's how they are. They're very selfish people.
Thanks.
Isaiah 42:23. When we love our people, man, but you have to understand, some of them sick. And they know they sick, but see, you used to being around sick people all your life. You go to work, there's sick people. You go to the hospital, there's sick people. You can go to the mall, there's sick people. You got to be sick in your head to go in there and spend your bread, man. You got to be sick in your head to continue doing the things that you've been doing.
That's right.
And you be always struggling. That lets you know somebody's sick. Read.
Isaiah chapter 42 verse 23. Who among you will give ear to this?
See, it's Christ always saying, who gonna listen? Who gonna comprehend? Who gonna take what the power is giving you and build on it? Read.
Who will hearken and hear for the time to come?
Who gonna hearken and hear for the time to come, man? Who gonna listen? See, our people, that's the problem with them, man. They don't want to. You ever notice when you're talking to some of these Israelite Christianity people, they want to do all the talking. They don't want no scripture. Hey, man, you having that conversation. No, you want to deal with Christ. I ain't got nothing to say.
That's right.
And they don't want to hear that. And give me Matthew 13:14. See, our people, it's been prophesied throughout the scriptures, man. One thing they don't like to do is listen to their own. You know why? Because they don't see no light in us.
That's right.
Because guess what? All they see is on the television screen is our face. All you seeing is the wicked pastors, man.
Bring it out.
Having sex with their children, multiple wives in the congregation.
Bring it out.
Now they killing each other up in the church. Swindling the church. See, the image that you have is very negative. You can't see your peoples in a positive situation. You can't see us. You know who the number one target on the planet? Us.
Bring it out.
The Israelite man. We the number one target. They have to put our face on everything that we do. Why do you think they got cameras everywhere now? They make sure. You can hear a crime. Oh yeah, that was a crime. Somebody broke into somebody's house, but they'll never give you no description. It was a so-called Edomite. So they're not going to tell you his description. Why, if you put something on the news, why you don't give us who we looking for?
Bring it out.
But it's us. It was a black male, 5'10", wear a size 13 in shoes. They're going to give you everything on it.
That's right.
But them, they don't give you no description. Biased news. Read up.
St. Matthew chapter 13 verse 14. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear,
Read on.
and shall not understand.
So they don't understand. Some of you still in here because you're not reading. That's why you're not understanding the classes. If you're not reading, you're not going to understand what's coming out. Read.
And see, ye shall see, and shall not perceive.
Not understand what's going on, man. You look around here, some of you don't even know this is 12 tribes chart up on the wall. Well, these some nice pictures up there, man. That's some beautiful things they got hanging around.
Bring it out.
Some of you don't consider what's this shofar or the menorah. Some of you don't consider these things because you're not reading, man. You can't build if you're not reading. If you're trying to build a house, do you build it with just, hey man, I'm going to put some sticks together?
Bring it out. Bring it out.
If you don't know how to work your equipment, you don't know how to start the machine. They say push the button in 10 times before it starts.
That's right.
You out there just pulling the string till the string break.
Bring it out. Thanks.
I'm just telling you, man.
Thanks.
Read on up.
For this people's heart is wax gross.
They say your mind is wax gross, man. Because guess what? You're in the matrix. You've been indoctrinated into a lying system. So your mind is wax gross. So everything in your mind is negative of Christ. See, everything that like the Grinch. See, they said, see, right now your mind think the truth is the Grinch. Because you want to have that sensational feeling once a year to get robbed. You want to have that sensational feeling to have Thanksgiving about the slaughter of your people. You want to be able to turn that bottle up on New Year lie. See, because you've been injected with lies, and Christ trying to fulfill you with truth, and you don't want to receive it. You won't let go. You got to let go and open your mind to Christ. And that starts with reading. Read.
And their ears are dull of hearing.
After a while, man, I'm going to miss this Shabbat. I'm not going to watch class the week. You know, I'm going to watch Atlanta house meetings.
Get out.
You know, I'm going to talk to Mama. I'm going to tell you something. Mama got death on her breath. Tell
That's
Mama
right.
to call her back after the class going. And a lot of people are like, why you attack Mama? Who the one running it? Why do you think these neighborhoods look like they do? You can go all the way back to the 60s when they started giving them houses, but them sisters took.
That's right.
I don't need them, man. I got the government to take care of me now. I just call him when I need him. That's how it is. That's why it compares us to a whore.
That's right.
Because guess what? A lot of my older generation. I seen a cousin at a funeral. He looked like the other guy. Man, they were splitting images. I'm like, man, the son thought that was his daddy one time. You don't know what goes on with I'm tell you something. The stinky egg been played a long time. Some of you might not know your daddy, man. That's who your mama told you your daddy was.
That's right.
I'm just telling you the truth. People don't want to hear the truth.
That's right.
Get out.
It's the truth. Some of you don't know. Mama's baby, daddy's maybe. You never heard that sign? If that was going on back in my... So you have to understand what goes on, man.
Bring it out.
Christ trying to put back a pure nation. So you have to let go some things, man. It's okay to communicate with them, man, but tell them some truth sometimes. Don't talk to them like you normally do.
That's right.
Sometimes they won't even call you. I didn't talk to one of my sisters for 6 months. She was not hearing it no more. But they knew I cared about them. I'm giving them business, man. That's why the in-laws, the kin folks over there on the other side of town, must got a tracking device on my car, man. When I hit Fort Worth city limits, bars come down on their windows, man. Doors automatically lock, man. People just be catching planes out of town. I give them the business, man. I don't play with them. I had one cousin over there, man. She was in that to that 7-day, but I was cutting her so much she went to dancing in there, man. I don't cut her. I don't play with them because I know what I'm doing is trying to bring them to Christ.
That's right.
But see, some people don't understand. Read,
And their eyes, they have closed.
See, they don't close their eyes, man. Read.
Lest that any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears and should understand with their heart and should be converted and I should heal them.
So you thinking all this we doing is we doing it through Christ? Read on.
But be blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear.
So that's when you understand you coming into that blessing. When you start to understand what's coming out. Read.
For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower.
So you have to understand, all we doing is sowing the word of Christ. All we doing is doing what's righteous. Give me 2 Corinthians 4:1. All we doing is following the steps, man. And all Christ wants y'all to do is follow the steps.
That's right. Right.
But y'all choose not to, man. Choose to continue. Let me tell you something, man. Out there in the world, man, they got every disease for you. They got every sickness for you.
That's right.
Bring it out.
They got every way of death. Let me tell you something, man. You out there caught and you have no protection if you ain't seen it. So when judgment come, man, I'm going to understand that person was in sin. Read on up.
2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 1. Therefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not.
Some of them we get weaker. You know why you get weaker in this walk? Because you never straighten your mind up.
Right.
That's how you faint. Because you never continue to straighten yourself. Every year you should be a stronger person.
That's right.
You shouldn't be the same. You've been in 2-3 years. You still the same person when you came in. Eventually you're gonna fall. You're gonna faint.
That's right.
You're gonna fall out the truth.
Bring it out.
Because you didn't come in here and take this 100. Read up.
But have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty.
See, we don't reject it as what the world taught us. See, some of you ain't rejected some of the things that you've been taught. Some of you still holding on to something. Some of you still believe in a lie that you've been taught, man. You got to let it go.
That's right.
Read.
Not walking in craftiness,
Wickedness. Read.
nor handling the word of God deceitfully.
Somebody pulling out Genesis 1 and 29, talking about you can toke. I'm just telling you, this is what our people do. A chip. Or these guys teaching flying saucers. We're going to be caught up in there. It's straight madness. Read.
But by manifestation of the truth, commending ourselves to every man's conscience
Self-knowledge. Read.
in the sight of God.
Read on up.
But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
Some of our people still lost, man. They got fringes on, they walking around here lost. Some of them don't think they have to gather. Some of them don't think they have to do anything.
That's right.
And it's sad. Because, you know, and I know I heard about the flea doctrine where they telling people to go to other states and they leave you and then leave you out there by yourself. How you gonna go to another country you don't even speak the language?
Bring it out.
You don't even know that some of you can't drive here the steering wheel on the other side over there.
Bring it out.
They're gonna put you on a plane, send you back to America. We had to get rid of this person, man. They don't tie up everything around here. Reload it.
In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not.
To deprive you, man. Deprive you. A lot of you that didn't truly believe. See, the God of this world is the so-called devil, right? The deceiver. So your own peoples are what this word is talking about. Read.
Lest the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God,
The word of God, read.
should shine unto them.
Should shine into them, into their minds. Read.
For we preach not ourselves,
See, we ain't preaching ourselves. We're not proclaiming ourselves. Read.
but Christ the Lord, and ourselves your servants for Christ's sake.
We servants, man. We servants. That's letting you know that you're working for Christ. Read.
For God, who commanded the light to shine out of darkness,
See, God, Christ, commanded the light to shine out of darkness. Read.
hath shined in our heart.
And see, the only way you're going to get it is you read, man. The only way you're going to get this is you read, man, in your mind. Read.
To give the light of the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Christ.
Read on, now.
For we have this treasure in earthen vessels,
See, we have this knowledge in these earthly bodies. Read.
that the excellency of the power may be of God,
The ability of the power may be of God. Read.
and not of us.
Not of us, man. Read.
We are troubled on every side,
We troubled on every side, man. Read.
yet not distressed.
Not afflicted. Read.
We are perplexed,
We are perplexed, full of uncertainty. Read.
but not in despair.
Not in hopelessness. Read.
Persecuted,
Punished unjustly. Read.
but not forsaken.
We don't give up that easily. Read.
Cast down, but not destroyed.
We're not going to be destroyed, man. No matter what your walk is, man, walk with Christ.
That's right.
That's the whole thing. Follow Christ.
That's right. Bring it out.
But see, some people have a hard time. Isaiah 42 and 24. It's a hard thing, man, just to read your Bible, man, and have a relationship. You heard Christians out there, they'll tell you, I got a personal relationship with it.
Bring it out.
I'd be like, oh, what are you talking about? You out here with a cigarette in your mouth, buying on the Shabbat. Who you talking about? Read that up.
Isaiah chapter 42 verse 24. Who gave Jacob for a spoil?
Who gave us for a spoil, man? Who gave us to the corruption of these other nations? Read.
And Israel to the robber.
Hey, robber, man. Who the robber is? The Roman Catholic Church, man. I'll tell you something. They're the head church. They sent out doctrines to all these other churches. They created Islam.
That's right.
So they the master, they the church of the nations. Read.
Did not the Lord, he against whom we have sinned, for they would not walk in his ways.
See, they don't want to walk in his ways, man. They don't want to walk in his ways. Read.
Neither were they obedient unto his law.
See, a lot of you don't want to be obedience, man. That's the problem with our nation. That's why when you see people, man, when they talking negative of Christ, see, they don't understand that they put all this together. So how can you talk negative of something you didn't put together?
That's right.
It was Christ. It wasn't us. Give me 1 Samuel 8 and 1, man. 1 Samuel 8 and 1. It was us. We always turned down, man. We never known how to build nothing. Why do you think it's nothing in our communities? If we can build something, man, why haven't we done something? You got a Williams stinking chicken in your neighborhood,
Bring it
man.
out.
And it don't go outside Dallas.
That's right.
You ever seen Williams chicken in Chicago? You ever seen Sweet Georgia Brown in New York?
Bring it out.
These businesses, they're not going to grow, man, because we can't come together. We always looking to get over on each other.
That's right.
Read that,
1 Samuel, chapter 8 and verse 1. And it came to pass, when Samuel was old, that he made his sons judges over Israel. Now the name of his firstborn, was Joel, and the name of his second, Abiah. They were judges in Beersheba. And his sons walked not in his ways, but turned aside after the crook.
They wanted profit, they wanted gains, they wanted money, man, they wanted the world. Read.
And took bribes, and perverted judgment.
That's what you have in Israel, the same spirit. Read.
Then all the elders of Israel gathered themselves together, and came to Samuel unto Ramah, and said unto him, Behold, thou art old, and thy sons walk not in thy ways. Now make us a king to judge us like all the nations.
See, that's what Israel wants. Why are you thinking they can put a man on a pedestal so fast,
Bring
man?
it out.
Even in Israel, it's the same spirit. Why are you thinking the people's love Pastor Pork Chop so
Bring it
much?
out. Bring it out.
Pastor Pork Chop get houses, cars, man, all kind of luxury things. Salary.
Bring it out.
Some preachers charge just to come to the church to preach.
That's right.
We in here working for that penny, man. That's all we working for is a penny.
That's right.
Read.
But the thing displeased Samuel, when they said, Give us a king to judge us. And Samuel prayed unto the Lord. And the Lord said unto Samuel, Hearken unto the voice of the people, in all that they say unto thee. For they have not rejected thee, but they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them.
They see how far back this goes? Even further back than what we read here. They always rejecting the Most High and His Son, man.
That's right.
That's the same spirits we see today, man. They get mad, man. They don't care. They might not even wake up tomorrow.
Bring it out.
See, they don't even consider that. They don't even consider. Think about how many times we don't drove to the school, how many times we traveling in and out of town, and the Lord was there with us.
That's right.
Some of you don't consider that, man. And think about how much traffic death in Texas is. People dying on highways every day, man. Some of you are not thankful, man. Some of you think you doing it, man. It's too lazy to say, Lord, will.
That's right. Bring that out.
Read,
According to all the works which they have done since the day that I brought them up out of Egypt, even unto this day, wherewith they have forsaken me and served other gods. So do they also unto thee.
They do it to Samuel, they're going to do it to everybody, and all the prophets. Read.
Now therefore, hearken unto their voice, howbeit, yet protest solemnly unto them, and shew them the manner of the king that shall reign over them.
So he giving them a king just like them. So when you understand you in certain schools, you getting the same people that you got the same spirit of.
That's right.
That's why so many wicked camps out here. The same spirits, same hatred. Can't come and sit down and talk, man. Despise you, man. Some people got that natural born hate.
That's right.
That natural born hate. Give me Daniel's 9:9. Some people thinking they're going to escape this judgment. You're not, man. And once you figure it out, we got. We all should be working together as one. And let me tell you something. Some of us, we've been doing this for some years, man. Some of these brothers I've been seeing on both sides for some years. Not just at this table. Out there at that land preparing it for you.
That's right.
Out there doing the work for you.
That's right.
Some of you don't even want to come in and get your hands dirty.
That's right.
You know, we plan on having a big crop next year, man.
That's right.
We plan on making sure. Think about what the food gonna be next year.
Bring it out. Yeah.
Some of you ain't considering, man. Some of you ain't gonna consider it until you see your child sitting there fasting, not doing it because of you got food in the house. They're gonna be doing it because you ain't got nothing in the house.
Bring it out.
They're gonna make sure they get you. Read,
Daniel chapter 9 verse 9. To the Lord our God belong mercies and forgivenesses, though we have rebelled against him. Now that have we obeyed the voice of the Lord our God, to walk in his laws, which he set before us by his servants the prophets. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law.
He said, all Israel. Read.
Even by departing.
What are they doing today? Ain't they still departed from Christ?
That's right.
They can tell you they keeping it. The first thing they're going to tell, I'm keeping the commandments. You know they lying then. Because once they leave, they already showing you who they are.
That's right.
Read.
That they might not obey thy voice.
See, they don't want to obey what's in this word, man. Read.
Therefore, the curse is poured upon us.
And that curse means destruction is coming. If you under the curse, you're going to die under the curse. Read.
And the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of God, because we have sinned against him.
So we break these, what the Torah say, man. We don't want to do, give me 2 Ezra 5:27. We don't want to keep those commandments, man. And I'm going to tell you something. It's nothing here for us, man. It's nothing here for us. We have to come back and get together, man, and put this thing together. Let me tell you something. Once we put this thing together, everybody going to benefit.
That's right.
Everybody going to get, everything in your life going to get better.
That's right.
We close, man. A lot of you don't even know because you don't really even participate.
That's right.
Some of you already checked out, man.
That's right.
Some of you don't even participate, man. We don't see you on nothing but the Shabbat. But this word continues 7 days a week, man.
That's right.
Some of you got to say, hey, am I doing what's right? Read,
2 Ezra chapter 5 verse 27. And among all the multitudes of people, thou hast gotten thee one people.
One nation, read.
And unto this people whom thou lovest.
He loveth us, so why don't you show your love? Read.
Thou gavest a law.
He gave us a law, read.
That is approved of all.
That it was a, let me tell you something. You all said you were going to do it. So you all made a vow. But now you go back on your vow. Read.
And now, O Lord, why hast thou given this one people over unto many?
Read on.
And upon the one root hast thou prepared others? And why hast thou scattered thy only one people among many? And they which did gainsay thy promises and believe not thy covenants have trodden them down.
Hey, man, they trod this word down, man. Let me tell you something, man. When you in somebody's ear, man, telling them a lie, man, you just the devil yourself.
That's right.
And we trying to help y'all, man. All we trying to do is help y'all get to that kingdom, man. That's our job. We out here applying and working the field, man. We out here doing the work. Some of you got to go look in the mirror, man. Let me tell you something. Brother's been trying to get me off the street, man. I keep telling him I'm going to do it, but I know it's not that time. Because we ain't got brothers that's going to step up and step in.
That's right.
You know, I can't send these brothers out there to war with brothers that ain't going to go to war.
That's right.
They know I'm ready for war at any time.
That's right.
That's why you want brothers out there. You got to be a keeper of your brothers. Some about to come his way. Just like I always bring it out about the ant, man. You attack one ant, man, you got to attack us all.
That's right.
So some ants in here, they don't believe in that, man. Well, I don't got nothing to do with that. So when they come to your door, then you got something to do with it, huh? Now you need the rest of the ants to come in.
Bring it out.
You can't be like that, man. You got to be about this from the day, from the beginning.
That's right.
Read,
If thou didst so much hate thy people, yet shouldest thou punish them with thine own hands.
So y'all being punished by Christ, man. He's punishing you. Because you're showing the disconnect, man, the hatred towards Christ. You're not showing love for your people. And when you show love toward your people, you're showing love to Christ.
That's right. That's right.
And when you understand, when everybody that's been in here, gone or not here, they can't name one thing that happened in here that was negative.
That's right.
They're going to give you their own opinion. That lets you know they truly don't really follow Christ. They truly don't love Christ. And that's where it comes from. Daniel 9:11. That's where it comes from, man. That's where it started. Once you love Christ, you keep the commandments. And when you keep the commandments, you're going to love the children. It's all follow. And brothers and sisters out there, they know we'll call them. That's love. Read,
Then, chapter 9, verse 11.
Start at verse 12.
Verse 12. And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us, and against our judges that judge us, by bringing upon us a great evil.
So why do you want to continue living up under that evil yoke? Read.
For under the whole heaven hath not been done as hath been done upon Jerusalem.
That's the people, man. When you go into any city, any country, where we at? We in the slums.
Right.
You got the few sellouts that make it out, man. They're going to sell you out. You got your boss, the brother or sister might be at your job. She ain't for you. She ain't going to come to none of your barbecues. She definitely ain't inviting you to none of hers.
That's right.
Bring it out.
I'm just telling you how the game go, man. You don't. Why none of you deal with anybody in the upper tier at your job? All you are is a worker.
That's right.
Read.
As it is written in the law of Moses, all this evil has come upon us.
See, all this destruction has come upon us. Read.
Yet made we not our prayer before the Lord our God.
Some of you don't cry out to the Lord, man. Some of you make your prayer to your own people, man. That's who you're talking to. Instead of praying to the Most High and His Son for the right answer, man. If you pray, you'll get the right answer. Somebody gonna come tell you about something that you dealing with. Read.
That we might turn from our iniquity.
See, how you gonna turn from your iniquities, your sins, when you're still dealing with the people that's in sin? Read.
And understand thy truth.
And understand thy truth. Read.
Therefore hath the Lord watched upon the evil.
Read on.
And brought it upon us.
So this thing is gonna continue, man. No matter where you run to, you can't even run up on a rock, man. Guess what? Some spider might crawl in there and bite the mess out of you, man. A scorpion come up in there and sting you to death.
Bring it out.
So no matter where you run, no matter what you do, destruction is gonna follow you. Read.
For the Lord our God is righteous.
He's righteous. Read.
And all his works which he doeth. For we obey not his voice.
They don't like to listen, man. They don't like to listen. Our people don't like to listen. They rather stay doing what they're doing. Lamentations 2:11. We don't want to change. We have to change. Some of us come out and you see some of our people that go to the penitentiary. They get out. You ever hear somebody, man, I see somebody, man, when I get out of jail, man, I'm going to get a job. I'm taking care of my children. Get right back out and get that pipe right back in their mouth.
Right.
Because they didn't consider to change their network, the people that they're around. See, some of you in the truth, and you still networking with the peoples outside in the world.
That's right.
Some of you ain't considered to let that world go, man. Because guess what? Your friends that you and these people that you're around, they got a hand on you, pulling you with them.
That's right.
You thinking they're gonna let go of you when they drowning? They're gonna pull you right under the water with them, man.
That's right.
They're gonna drown you too. But see, some of you won't let go while you're on solid ground. And that's Christ. Read up.
Lamentations chapter 2 verse 11. Mine eyes do fail with tears.
Jeremiah said, my eyes fail with tears. Read.
My bowels are troubled.
My insides are troubled. Read.
My liver is poured upon the earth.
My glory is poured upon the earth. Read.
For the destruction of the daughter of my people.
For the breach. Read.
Because the children and the sucklings swooned in the streets of the city.
These are the ones through famine of the word, man. Our people out there don't have no understanding. It's your job to get it right, man. It's your job to be the light that they see, man. Our people's out there going through hell out here in the city, and some of you don't want to do nothing about it, man.
Right.
Some of you want to continue seeing these little ones out here, man, get tore up, man. Daughters getting raped, man. Boys getting molested. Some of you walk in here with your head up, man, instead of having your head, man, in your jacket somewhere.
Bring it out.
We got to be that light to our people, man.
Right.
That's right.
We got to be the ones that come out here and help them. But see, we don't want to do that. We want to just sit back, man, and say, it's not mine. Read on up.
They say to their mother,
To the nation, read.
where's corn and wine?
Where's the corn and wine, man? Where's the bread, man, and the doctrine and the knowledge for our peoples? Read.
When they swoon as the wounded in the streets of the city.
See, when they come apart as the wounded in the city, the wicked ones in the city, man, in the streets of the city, read.
When their soul was poured out into their mother's bosom.
When you cried out to the nation, man, why is our people ain't standing up? Why y'all don't want to stand up and be men's and women's, man? We got a job to do. We have a job to fulfill. Some of you don't care about nobody but yourself.
That's right, bro.
That's why Christ's going to have to destroy you. Give me Hagar 1:9. Our job is to sacrifice ourselves here, man. Don't you sacrifice for your children when you go to their job?
That's right.
You don't have no problem with that job, man.
Bring it out.
But when it comes to Christ and all he says, follow me. And everything else will fall in order. But that's too hard for all people. Read that,
Haggai, chapter 1, verse 9. Ye looked for much, and lo, it came too little.
See, nothing, whatever you looking is always going to be small, man. Read.
And when ye brought it home, I did blow upon it. Why, saith the Lord of hosts? Because of mine house, that is waste.
See, the nation is in a wasted state. Read.
And ye run every man unto his own house.
Some of you selfish as hell, man.
That's right.
You don't want to do nothing for nobody but yourself.
Bring it out.
You got to give it up for. Some of you got a coat at home, won't even bring a coat in here for the people, man. Some of you got too many things in the house and don't even have a chance to wear them all. Pair of shoes, man.
Bring it out.
The nation is in need. Read,
Therefore, the heaven over you is stayed from dew.
The word is put on hold, man, because you're not buying into the truth. You're not taking it serious. This whole thing is put on hold. You're not gonna grow no more. You're done for. Read.
And the earth is stayed from her fruit. And I call for a drought upon the land.
He say, I call for a drought, a curse upon the land. Read.
And upon the mountains.
And it say upon the ministers. Read.
And upon the corn.
The word. Read.
And upon the new wine.
The Holy Spirit. Read.
And upon the oil.
The anointed oil. Read.
And upon that which the ground bringeth forth. And upon men. And upon cattle. And upon all the labor of the hands.
So nothing you do, man, it's going to prosper. Nothing you can do going to prosper unless you're doing it through Christ.
That's right. That's right.
Nothing. Back to Lamentations 2:13. This whole thing is about Christ. That's where we start. We can't come in the truth and do ourselves.
Bring it out.
We come into the truth to follow Christ.
That's right.
And a lot of you went to the churches, seen Big Mama rolling around with a wig coming off. You had no problem with that. You ever notice that people come in the truth and they got a problem with everything, but out there in that world they ain't got a problem with nothing.
That's right. Out.
They got not a problem with the little girl selling herself out, man.
That's right.
They don't have a problem with that. They don't have a problem with their son going to the penitentiary for life.
That's right.
See, they don't have a problem with that. But this they have a problem with, because guess what? If they had order in their house, that daughter wouldn't be out there selling herself, and that son wouldn't be in that penitentiary.
That's right.
Read,
Lamentations chapter 2 verse 13. What thing shall I take to witness for thee?
What proof if I'm going to bring witness for thee? Read.
What thing shall I liken to thee?
What suffering? What the suffering that we continue to go through? What is he going to liken to thee? What other nations been through what we've been through? Who catching hell like we catching hell?
Bring it out.
Nobody. He can't liken it to nothing. You ain't never seen a nation scattered like we are today and on the bottom and everywhere, man. You don't understand what's going on, man. This is bigger than what your brains think sometimes.
Right.
Read.
O daughter of Jerusalem.
O daughter of Jerusalem, read.
What shall I equal to thee?
What matching suffering can I equal to thee? Name me some other race that don't been through what we've been through.
Bring it out.
Some of you don't consider, man. Some of you don't consider about being righteous. Changing your ways, man. Some of you sisters and brothers, y'all don't even call each other. Some of you don't want y'all, but you calling mama.
Bring it out.
So you calling your old BFF out in the world. See, she telling you what lies that they see, how much fun she having. See, some of you still eating that bitter bread out there, man.
Right.
Read.
That I may comfort thee, O virgin daughter of Zion.
Read on.
For thy breach is great, like the sea.
They say the breach, man. Not keeping the laws is like the sea, man. Read.
Who can heal thee?
Who gonna heal us? Read.
Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee, and they have not discovered thine iniquity.
So that's sin, man. When you start telling them, and a lot of people don't like, and when they come in for counseling, they don't tell you the truth. They don't come in and tell you what they want you to think.
That's right.
They're not gonna tell you, man, I'm smoking, I'm dealing with this, I'm out there in that world, man, and so they don't have no fear of Christ. Because what you out there dipping and dabbing into was normally gonna kill you.
That's right.
Read, dog.
To turn away thy captivity.
See, they don't want to turn away their captivity. Read.
But have seen for thee false burdens and causes of banishment.
And that's exile from Yah. Some of you don't have the right spirit, man. And when Christ is trying to give it to you, you don't sit down and you don't want it.
That's right.
This is easy, man. Read,
All that pass by clap their hands at thee.
You thinking the people on YouTube ain't looking at GMS and all these other camps, man?
Right.
They looking at us and like, look at these camps, look at these clowns, man. They hate each other. So how are we gonna go and be affiliated with something like this?
That's right.
How you gonna have on your video, I'm not affiliated with other camps? Man, you don't even need to put that on there. That is something you shouldn't be putting in a video, man.
Right.
If you really want to help, you'll be trying to help build the peoples, man. Because if we was coming together, the peoples would start coming in greater numbers.
That's right.
Read.
They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem.
They looking at us like, man, they got the truth and they still being niggas. They still being wicked. Sisters still pouring themselves out. Brothers still pimping their sisters out.
That's right.
So what good is it? Read.
Saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty?
Is this the nation that they call the perfection of beauty? How you gonna get to the kingdom, man, if you're not a part of that?
Bring it out.
Read.
The joy of the whole earth.
What are we?
The joy of the whole earth.
Nothing here goes without us, man.
That's right.
Why you think all sports come? All this stuff come from us, man.
That's right.
Everything come from us. It starts with us. Read.
All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up.
We have destroyed them, man. You thinking they not sitting back smiling, watching us killing each other in these hoods over nothing? You see how we'll go to these jobs to destroy each other? You have more problems on your job with somebody that looks like you.
That's right. That's right.
The other nation ain't even worried about you. They go in there and eat their lunch and go back, clock it right back in on time. You want to be the ones clocking in when you want to clock in. So guess who's gonna go tell on you? Your own people.
That's right.
Read.
Certainly, this is the day that we look for.
It says certainly. This is the day that they look for. They seek. Read.
We have found.
It say we established it. Read.
We have seen.
It say we have seen their destruction. Their destruction, man. They happy. They happy to see us not coming together. What they fear is seeing us coming together.
That's right.
That's the most thing they fear. Because with numbers, there's power. We can do more. We can advance. And that's why I keep trying to tell you, we're trying to set up a business for the nation. It's nobody just setting up something personally for themselves. A lot of y'all got personal business for yourself and you think it's going to grow. You better put Christ forward. You put anything.
That's right.
Because it'll never grow. I'm the one to tell you. I had plenty of business out there in the world. Back to Isaiah 24, man. 42 and 25. We're coming to the end. But this is the thing. When you don't understand without Christ, ain't nothing going to grow.
That's right.
You can create it, and it's going to die. It's going to die. Because guess what? You didn't put Christ in your life first. Read that out.
Isaiah chapter 42 verse 25. Therefore, he hath poured upon him the fury of his anger.
He said he poured upon the nation the fury of his anger. Read.
And the strength of battle.
And the misery and the calamity. Read.
And it hath set him on fire.
And it have set him, the nation, on fire, the destruction. Read.
Round about.
Read.
Yet he knew not.
Our people still don't perceive what's going on, man. They still don't understand what's going on. They got fringes on, man, but they not trying to be the light of the world. You see them on Facebook. They putting all the good stuff on there. But behind, smoking a blunt.
That's right.
Sisters in there with a fake thug she had from a different thug from last week. Brothers on there with a different sister. This is how they get down, man. You know, imagery is something that people use they use it on our people too. You thinking this might be a righteous person. That's why the Bible say prove a friend.
That's right.
And when a friend show you he not a friend, he gonna expose himself soon.
Right.
Read.
and it burned,
and it devoured the nation. Read.
yet he laid it not to heart.
He still, all the stuff that we going through, our people still don't consider it.
That's right.
Our people still don't consider, man, we ain't built one house. We ain't built one building.
That's right.
We ain't accumulated nothing. Why? We got Israelites all around the world. Whoa. Why we haven't built nothing?
Bring it out.
It starts right there. When we start coming together and doing it together.
That's right.
And that's the problem with our people. They don't consider it. They don't examine it. And some of y'all ain't really growing. It's because of you still holding on to something out there in that world.
That's
and let me tell you something. If you ain't got Christ in your life, what do you have in your life? Death. You got death in your life.
That's right.
So you married to death and study Christ. Shalom.